Everything is full. Fullness there, fullness here, fullness around. If you take fullness out of fullness, fullness remains. This is meaning of the Sanskrit prayer. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव वशिष्यते। पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव
Welcome, everyone. This is Swamini Vali. I'm helping tonight on the back end, on the technical side, and I'm right now introducing our teacher for tonight, who's going to be helping host our call, which is Lalita Varahi. She is a Pillai Center teacher, and she's also an Astraved astrologer. She's an author. She's written a book called Bliss Lab, under the name Lalita Donatella Rybak. And she's going to be our guide tonight through our first evening of 3 community calls. We're having the first call tonight will be about an hour. The second call tomorrow night will be again about an hour. And the third call at Dr. Pillai's request has been expanded from 1 hour to, that's right, 5 hours. So the third call will be a 5-hour call over the YouTube or Facebook or other places where they'll be streaming it into. But just so you know, this is being done at Dr. Pillai's request. He really wants us to have these positive evenings to help us all get into a positive consciousness going into the new year. So without further ado, I'm going to be allowing Lalita Varahi to come on now, if she can unmute herself, and let her introduce the evening topics. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Swamini Vali. Thank you for the nice introduction. And welcome, everyone. I'm delighted to be here to help us prepare ourselves for the New Year's day and program, and also for 2022, to usher in some abundance and positivity for all. So we're talking today, I'm in New York, and it is the 11th moon, the 11th waning moon phase. And that is associated with Lord Vishnu, who is, you're probably looking at the photo, the picture right now of, looks like Lord Vishnu. He has his Sudarshana chakra. He's associated with immense wealth. In the Vedic tradition, he is one of the 3 main divine beings, and he is the preserver god. So he makes sure that everyone on the airplane can have abundance, can have well-being, and a lot of positivity comes from this divine being. You can call him an archetype or celestial being, whichever resonates with you. And Lord Vishnu can be invoked in different forms. And the form we will be invoking tonight is reclining form. So he's lying down, he's on the ocean, he is lying down on a snake, that lots of symbology, lots of symbols. And also he has a lotus flower in his belly button. He is holding various symbols in his hands. He's sleeping, he's in deep meditation, and Goddess Lakshmi is massaging his feet. That is where his prana, his energy, is primarily in the feet. And in this beautiful divine being, reclining form of Vishnu, will be invoked. We can invoke him with the sounds Om Namo Narayanaya. So when you say these sounds, when you listen to these sounds, your consciousness will shift. It will be a small shift, but a lot of miracles can happen in that state. Scarcity thinking will disappear. Poverty thinking can disappear in the state, and then you feel that everything is possible. You can even receive miracles of wealth, because when we shift, when we change, everything changes around us. And also that's how we receive miracles, by connecting with the divine. And after this chanting, which is very special, I believe you'll enjoy it a lot if you have never heard it. Even if you're familiar with it, then we want to chant this again to usher in a lot of abundance for everyone in 2022. And next, there will be a very special mantra. And I love the new version I heard today. It was very beautiful. You probably heard it in the preparation of this call. And it's called Purna. Purna means fullness. So it's divine fullness, it's wealth, it's abundance. And it's to remind us that poverty thinking has no place on the earth plane. We allow it. And we want to make that shift and let it go. So the divine can bless us and we can only think of beautiful things, kind of like bringing heaven to earth. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And then Swamini Vali will explain a little bit about special calls that will be following this tonight. So again, I'm very delighted to begin with this 11th moon and helping you chant and meditate on wealth and Lord Vishnu. And of course on Purna. So I'd like you to settle in and relax, and then we will start the chanting. Swamini Vali, would you like to add anything?
That was perfect. Thank you so much. For people that are asking for the chant to be posted in the chat, it's actually going to be appearing on the screen itself. So you'll actually see it there very clearly. So we hope that that will help you. So if we can all just join in focusing on the sounds, we'll get started. Thank you, Lalita Varahi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Namo Narayanaya. Om 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 Namo Narayanaya. Everything is full. Fullness there, fullness here, fullness around. If you take fullness out of fullness, fullness remains. This is meaning of the Sanskrit prayer. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya eva vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Eva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Pudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva eva vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate.
So now we're going to let Lalita Rahi introduce the next little video that we're about to see, which will be a short thing featuring Tripura Foundation.
I hope you enjoyed the beautiful chanting. It brings tears to my eyes to see Dr. Pillai's compassion, which is extremely deep. I have no words to describe how much he loves us and how he has been committed for decades, many decades, into trying to remove and eliminate poverty on the earth plane. So that is the first, most evident quality of Dr. Pillai. He has infinite compassion for the suffering of human beings. And he has been working very hard with a great team at Tripura Foundation. And his concern is the elderly, the children, to make sure they have food and education, and the children can receive education even when they come from very poor areas, the rural areas of India. And so Tripura Foundation has been working very hard, and it's now a United Nations accredited charity. And so this video, it's almost impossible not to cry. It's really beautiful. And there is a chant, a song composed by a person, Alice Moore, who's been working at Tripura Foundation for many, many years. And I think you love this video, and just there's nothing else to say. There's no point. You just have to see it. Enjoy.
Every day in this world, someone needs your love. Every night in this world, someone needs your care. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you. Every place this world needs a helping hand, why not you? Every smile in this world has a story to tell. Listen to truth. Open your heart to light. Let the grace shine down on you. Open your heart to light. Let the grace shine down on you. Grace shine down, grace shine down, grace shine down on you. Grace shine down, grace shine down, grace shine down on you. On you.
So we'll let Lalita just say a few more words about Tripura. I know she's been to India and experienced some of it firsthand.
Yes, so it's an experience I think everyone should have when it's possible to travel to India and seeing these children with your own eyes, connect with them. They're so loving and full of life, so much joy that exudes from their being, from their eyes, and they just look so bright. And they have received phonemic intelligence, which is a very advanced technique that Dr. Pillai gave them to enliven their intelligence. They're becoming, the older ones have become professionals. They've moved forward to build a very abundant and beautiful lives. And it's amazing how they started, to see how they started so in such tragic conditions. Sometimes they were orphans or they had no food, no shoes. And now they are perfectly functioning adults, young people, young adults, of course. And the young ones, you have to see them. And also, I've not had a chance to visit the elderly. I know that they have no beds and they sleep on the ground. So there was a drive at Tripura Foundation a little while ago to be able to give these elderly who have absolutely nothing, who sleep on the ground, they don't even have a bed, to give them a mat. So I'd like you to take a chance and visit the website, Tripura Foundation. Right now, of course, we're not traveling to India. And some of these children, when they don't go to school, they don't even receive a meal because they're so poor that they only eat in school. So when they're in a shutdown and they're homebound, it's really a risk for them because they may not even get food. So please visit the website and see with your own eyes and see what you like to learn. If you like to learn more or make a donation, that's always the fastest way, as Dr. Pillai Babaji says, the fastest way to have access to the divine is to feed the hungry and to help poor people. So I'm not surprised that here in New York, it's Saturn Hora, and the Saturn is associated with the poor, with the elderly, and those who suffer the most, like what we call the working classes. I know we all work, but some people work in very, very disadvantaged conditions, very harsh conditions. All right, that's all I like to say. And I think we want to mention Dr. Pillai's upcoming program. Swamini Valley will explain about the following calls that we were going to have here at Pillai Center Practice. And so it will be wonderful because there'll be a number of teachers who will come and help you ushering the new year. And Dr. Pillai is planning a wonderful new program. I'd like to take a look at the link. Probably it's in the YouTube section in the description of the video. And this program is going to be wonderful. First of all, there'll be a live initiation with Babaji, with Dr. Pillai, and those are so rare, and you don't want to miss it. If you can, I invite you to join this program. So there will be about a 2-hour initiation with Dr. Pillai, and then a number of teachers will have 30-minute segments to teach you new techniques for abundance, for well-being, for happiness. And also there'll be other events on that day. So I'd like to invite Swamini Valli to explain a little better, because she's a little more informed than I am about this. Swamini Valli.
Sure, not a problem. So Dr. Pillai has, he's got 2 more free community calls like this one coming up. Tonight was the first night. And then the second night will be tomorrow. We'll be putting a focus on Shrimbrazi as well as on the Purna chant again. And then the third night, he's changed it to where it's going to be a 5-hour free community call. And there will be different mantras. I believe that Lakshmi Gina is hosting the first 2 hours of that. And then I'll be helping host the final 3 hours of that. So that'll be kind of a marathon free session for us to do community calls, and you're welcome to come and go if you can on that night. But he's wanting to put a lot of positive energy out into all of us to help us springboard into 2022 in the best way possible. Now, he himself has a special program on January 1st, 2022 in North America time. And it's going to be a 4-hour program. And this is a paid program. And I believe there's a link below the video to take you to information about that program. But this program is going to have the first 2 hours will be Dr. Pillai doing initiation and meditation. And that's going to be a very special teaching. He's going to talk about how to develop divine strategies, the courage to implement them, the understanding of karma that we need to succeed. So he's got a lot of information he's going to be pouring out to us. Then there's going to be the last 2 hours of this 4-hour program. Different Pillai Center teachers will be each having a half-hour segment presentation. So the first half hour will be Mohini, talking about divine intervention through the Holy Spirit, which, as we all know, she's very excited about and very inspired about and very much experiencing the joy of the Spirit. Then there'll be a half-hour segment with Maya, talking about Super Thought Accelerator. Then there'll be a half-hour segment with Gina, also called Lakshmi, talking about Shrimbrazi revelations. And then there'll be a half-hour segment with Beth, also called Gita, talking about New Beginnings Interactive Fire Labs, explaining more about Fire Lab technology. Now, this will be a paid program, so all of the presentations will be recorded, and they'll be made available to you in the Pillai Center Academy for those who sign up for the program. So to answer one of the questions I see in the chat to Nancy, the free community calls this week are all starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2 a.m. UTC, Unified Time Code, and 7:30 a.m. the next morning in India time, IST. So the call tonight, tomorrow, and on the third call, those are free. Then the event that's happening on January 1st, that's a paid program with Dr. Pillai. So that one you can take a look at. And even if you're not able to join that one, you're going to have plenty of replays here on Pillai Center Practice channel if you want to just replay those on January 1st. So again, Dr. Pillai is trying several different ways to put a lot of positive energy out to all of us and to have all of us shake off any of the challenges that we've had during 2021 and allow ourselves to let that go, to let that dissolve, and to go into 2022 with a very joyous, happy, positive attitude, and to allow ourselves to receive and allow ourselves, as he says, to live differently in 2022, to allow ourselves to change. So that's what's coming up over this week. And then there will be also more things happening, and we can talk maybe a little bit more about those tomorrow night, since tomorrow night has the Shrimbrisi as the topic. So I don't want to turn this into too much information for you. The name of the new program, Lise, it's called Living Differently in 2022. That's the name of the program. That will be the 4-hour program on January 1st. That's so if you look at the link for the sales page, perhaps the moderator can put that link into the chat. I'm not able to do that from where I am at the moment. You can take a look at that. So please let us know if you have any other questions right now. And thank you so much for joining. Very much appreciate the beautiful group energy that comes in when we do these community calls. Thank you to, I believe it's Sutrita, who's been our moderator tonight, and also to Arjun for being on the call and helping to confirm the technical things have been working okay. Nancy's asking, is there another program at 8:30 in the morning on Thursday, Eastern time? And I'm honestly not sure what you would be referring to on that. So I don't know what to say to you on that. If there is some other course or some other program happening, I just don't know what to say on that. Okay, so we're gonna allow us to have a few minutes of the final listening to the Purna chant again, to let you all say your goodbyes and thank yous in the chat. We thank Lalita Varahi for being here and sharing her joy and her brilliant light with us. And we thank every one of you for being here. All of you contribute to the beautiful group energy, this global community that's being created with Dr. Pillai's teaching. So namaste to all of you. And, the light in me honors the light in you. So we'll go ahead with the final little bit here.
Everything is full. Fullness there, fullness here, fullness around. If you take fullness out of fullness, fullness remains. This is meaning of the Sanskrit prayer. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate